we first met Lexie Bader back in 2019. She was a model at the top of her career who was forced to make two incredibly difficult decisions. Now, 5 years later, she's making headlines yet again. Before we chat with her, let's take a look back at her story.
The camera has always loved Lexie, but sometimes the universe has a different plan.
I have so much pain, and it won't go away.
Lexie is diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome.
The pain that I've been having in my legs have been causing me to hardly be able to walk. I can't snowboard. It hurts really bad to wear heels. I can't work. I can't drive.
After more than a dozen unsuccessful surgeries to stop the pain, Lexie chooses to amputate her left leg below the knee.
After 7 months of recovery and rehab, I'm now snowboarding and rock climbing, and I've done some runway shows, and I have no pain whatsoever. I've been working really hard, and I think that I will be probably on the runway by the end of the year.
The end of this year.
But in 2020, Lexie starts to get pain in her right foot, and she is faced with the same fate. As Lexie adjusts to life without legs, modeling gigs become less and less, and she struggles finding a job that doesn't cause pain.
I haven't held a job for like over 6 months. One from boredom, two from it's just exhausting, and it's a lot for me.
Lexie, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
So good to meet you in person.
I know, you too.
It's been a couple of years, huh?
Yeah, it has been.
So what are we doing here? How did we get from modeling to trucking school?
Well, for one, I love driving.
Okay.
I've done Uber. I know it's way different than driving trucks, but for me as like a double amputee, work has just been very difficult for me. And something about driving when I love it, and two, it doesn't make me hurt. My boyfriend Zach, he's in construction, and we brought up different job ideas with, driving. And then he brought up, why don't you just get your CDL? And it was kind of like a joke, but serious. And then I kind of thought about it more, and I was like, why not?
Our skid plate, we want to make sure that it's
Properly mounted and secured.
everything's properly mounted and secured, right?
The first day was really funny actually, because I couldn't find my shoes, and then I was wearing my leggings. So they're all just watching their face, just like, who is this woman? It was hilarious. But then they quickly found out, that I don't have legs.
We're gonna make sure that it's
Not missing any hardware.
not missing any hardware, and then it's locked
in place.
into place. Okay, good. When I first met Lexie, I thought she was a pretty brave young woman coming into an industry that's dominated by men, and not only that, she doesn't have any legs. So I was pretty impressed.
Sweet. So before we go inside, I'm gonna close the hood real quick.
That's a good idea.
Wait.
You need help?
Nope.
I'm already impressed. So now we're gonna go get that guy from ZZ Top and hit the open road, right?
Yep. Yeah, I need to go grab my permit and my ID.
Let's do it.
I did have concerns when she first came in, because I thought maybe she would have issues of, being able to feel the throttle, being able to have that type of control over the vehicle in order to be able to run it, for sure. She's been doing great, actually. She has exceeded my expectations, for sure. Good, straighten it up. Best part of the day, baby. Honk that horn. Hell yeah.
Lexie, that was great.
Thanks.
You did a really good job. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
It's hard to control a big vehicle like this, and I wasn't
know.
even intimidated sitting in the back.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna crash?
No, no, but you did a really great
Well,
job.
thank you.
Really great job. It was great catching up with you today.
Yeah, you too.
All right, let's go ahead and.
All right, perfect. I think just having the opportunity every day to go out and do something fun, rather than being like, oh, I can't do this because I'm in pain. I think that's what motivates me to be like, yeah, I can go out there and do this.
You heard the remarkable story of Lexie Bader, a model who chose to amputate both her legs a couple of years ago. Now she's gone from the runway to the highway and is currently training to be a truck driver. So let's give her a warm welcome. Everybody welcome Lexie back to VBS.
So cute, I love her. All right, let me ask you this. It's been a couple of years since we've seen you now. I just want to ask you, how are you feeling? How's your health?
My health's really good. My nerve disease did not spread at all,
Gosh.
which is excellent. And I'm not in pain. And I'm doing great actually. I've been sat in my wheelchair for like over a year now.
Oh, wow.
Heck yes.
So it appears that you're living the dream, but your dream has shifted from the last time that you were here. When you were last here, your dream was to become a model. How has it changed and what happened with that?
I mean, I'm still doing modeling. I've had some gigs here and there. Actually, I have a show on Sunday for Runway. But it didn't really give me like a solid base for like money and bills and things like that. So like I said, I'll do shows here and there. But I've been really trying to like nail down a job that I want to do, that I do enjoy and love, and I love driving.
I love that. So what is people's response when you tell them that you want to become or that you are a truck driver?
Usually it's a pause of like, what? Say that again? And then they kind of giggle like you just did. And then I explain, yes, I do that. And then they ask a lot of questions and it just really surprises them. But then they're like, wow, that's sick.
Yeah, you are. You're a badass for sure.
All right, Lexie, let's get into this because last time I saw you, you were about to take your test to get your driver's license and drive by yourself. That's not the case right now. We were talking a little bit before the show. What are some obstacles that you have to get over right now to drive by yourself?
Yeah, so news drop. I was supposed to test last week, and the federal government, not my school, I want to put that out, my school has been so helpful through all this. I was supposed to do one test, driving test, to get your Class A, like everyone else, one time, and then you're done. So then they changed it from one time to have to do the driving test 2 times.
Oy.
Then they moved it from last week to this week to next week. So next week I have to take 2 of the same exact driving tests, Monday and then Thursday.
Oy.
One with a federal patrol officer and then with the school. And then when I pass that, I have to wait 5 more months because they didn't want to tell me 4 months ago, for whatever reason, that I have to take it again 2 more times because next week will be where I get my Colorado Class A. But I'm not allowed to go out of the state like everyone else. And so I wanted to come on here. This is why I was excited because I've been doing some research and the federal government is being very their discrimination against me. I looked up research and it states that I have a valid Colorado driver's license, have since I've been 15, no restrictions. So I don't see there on on some websites I found and from some other people I know that work with the government, I'm supposed to only take one like everyone else, but they're making me do it 4 times. And it's been so frustrating, tears, I was supposed to graduate, last week. And then even with like physicals that we have to do, everyone does 1, I had to do 2. They're just putting me through the ringer.
Wow.
And I don't know if it's because there's not a lot of people in the industry with disabilities, but yeah, it's mind-blowing. So I'm talking with some lawyers and I have some connections, and I'm not going to take those last 2 tests in 5 months because that's absolutely ridiculous.
Wow.
I'm not
Pioneer, right?
If you need someone to vouch.
Shattering glass
I
ceilings.
drove with her. Me and Banjo could vouch for you.
Yep. Okay, Jeff, take the stand on behalf
I'll
of
take the
Lexie.
stand.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Let's give it to the man, Lex.
So no, I did not graduate yet.
Well, let me ask you this, and we only have 1 minute left. Where do you see yourself in 1 year?
In 1 year, with a solid job, hopefully, well, I will get my CDL.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, you will.
I don't think I'm going to start off right with long hauls. I want to do dump trucks or oil rigs for a local construction company in Colorado.
Nice.
And then, I definitely want to gamble with long hauls at some point, but not right off the bat.
Nice.
But
And
I'm
you're
super
changing the
excited.
laws and changing the
She's a
narration
pioneer in
around
so
it.
many different ways.
No, it's going to change, and it's not just change for me, it's going to change for everyone because it's not okay.
Wow.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. Lexie, thank you so much for keeping us in the loop all these years. DBL Nation, follow Lexie on Instagram at lexie.bader or on TikTok at Alice the Calf. Thank you again, Lexie. Best of luck to you, and you
you.
got to come back and keep us posted,
It's
okay?
amazing job.
Yeah,
I will.
unbelievable.